Jump Up is taking over drum and bass again, and today I will show you how to make those filthy, high energy drops that gets the crowd moving. If you're new to Jump Up, it's that high energy drum and bass style built around aggressive bass lines. In this video I will break down exactly how to design a distorted bass, make your drums slap, and keep your track moving without overcomplicating it. And by the end of this video you know exactly how to build that style from scratch like a pros.
They do the work. I be screaming in the studio while I'm sipping on the work.
So we're gonna start off with a vocal. Let's open up the dust pack and pick one of the 11 rap verses.
Brother decent, she think I'm.
Hey, they see me on the telly.
Let's go for this one. Just drag it in and fit it to the tempo because we are working in 174 BPM. Sounding like this.
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work.
It's a perfect rap verse for drum and bass. Normally we're gonna start off with a drop, but this time I want to start off with a breakdown. So drop in a new Serum. Go to the dust pack and let's start off with a reach from the pack. This one was really solid for breakdowns. Vocal is in F minor, so we're gonna start off on the root note.
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work.
And then go up from the root note to the 5th and the 4th.
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work.
Yeah, that's the energy we're looking for, so let's keep it like this. And let's spice it up with some FX. Yeah, this one's solid. It's my favorite in the pack. So pitched in key. So 2 semitones up from the D sharp.
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk.
Something like
I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work.
And then stick it with some folk ambiances.
Nowadays I don't even
really
wanna talk.
volume.
I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work. She up for the cash.
A little bit too much, so
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk.
And drop in another FX. Reverse it to use it as an uplifter like this.
They do the work. I be screaming in the studio while I'm sipping on the work.
And I think we can use it as an impact right here when we're gonna start off the build up and just duplicate the other elements.
They do the work. I be screaming in the studio while I'm sipping on the work. On the work. Nowadays I don't even wanna talk.
So now we're gonna stack it up with some more ambiances. So let's add in another Serum. And pick some of the Atmos presets from the pack. And just drop it in key. Sounding like this. And let's go for a second one as well. Now we can pan them opposite of each other.
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work.
Lower the volume a little bit.
Cash, let our body do the.
So the only main element we need to add is an arp. So we got a new Serum preset from the pack. Make a really simple arp melody based on a root note. Something like this. This kind of riff works all the time. Then we're gonna mix it. So first, remove the boxiness a little bit. Make it stereo and some delay and reverb. Together with this model automation to create some movement in the track. So just let it open up during the breakdown. Like this. So now it's time to work on the build up. Let's drop in a kick like this. And then double it right here. Another doubling right here. We're also gonna combine it with a local automation on the master and a sidechain automation on the respace. So let's drop in a kickstart and drag back the mix around here. But first I want to layer it with a top loop, so kind of like this. And just drop in a snare build from the pack as well. Then combine it with a local animation like this. And a smell animation like this. And to finish off the build up, we're gonna drop in the drum fill. So altogether, all the elements in the breakdown sounds like this.
On the work, nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work. She'll talk for the cash, let her body do the work. I be screaming in the studio while I'm sipping on
Got a break ready, so now we're gonna dive into the drum and bass drop. Starting off with the drums. So we're gonna use the kick from the Buildup, this one, and just pick a snare. Let's go for this one and make the basic drum and bass rhythm. By moving the kick 2 steps to the right. And just duplicate it with a double kick at the end. And then we're gonna stack it with some top loops. And we're gonna add a ride at the end. Right here. So this will be our drum foundation. Now we're gonna mix it on a drum bus. First we're gonna add some distortion. And mix it in around here. And some compression. Just around 3 dBs of reduction. Then just duplicate it. Make a small fill at the end. Together with a kick and ride. And we're gonna layer it later on with the bass. So then I ducked the mixer channel to the right. Added in a fruity balance. Created an animation clip. And just pasted it on top of every kick. So we have the sidechain ready. All together, the drums sounds like this. We got the drums ready, so now we're gonna dive into the drums. We're gonna deconstruct the main preset of the track, so right now it sounds like this. It's a sine wave together with some noise. Fully stereo. And then a sub at around -2. You can barely hear it, but it will all make sense later on because we're gonna put oscillator A 1 octave up. And +7 semitones. So the sub oscillator will be our bass oscillator. So we don't lose the foundation of the note. Then make a really short envelope right into the chorus pitch. So it gets some sort of pitching starting effect. So then shape LFO1 like this with a slightly smooth offset. And right into the fine tune of oscillator A. Giving this wobble effect, which we're gonna exaggerate in the mixing. Something like this with a 0 square distortion. This is the real key of the sound. Then just some phasing, OTT. Remove the low end. And then just some reverb and delay. Combined with a mod wheel. So let's drop it in like this. Then drop in another Serum. And let's search for a sub kind of bass. Let's go for this one and place it at the same spot as the other lead. So then I duplicate the first sound and pick this preset from the pack. And we're basically gonna do the same. And then we're gonna use this one. And then we're gonna use this really heavy bass. Follow the progression we made earlier. With the Reese bass. So we were going up to the A sharp. So then I quickly made another step sound. Just an LFO. Routed to 2 heavy wavetables. And use it at the start of the drop. So then we only need to create a fill right here. So let's drop in a new Serum. And pick a preset from the pack. Let's go for this one. And follow the rhythm of the kick. And combine it with the vocal. So then it's just a matter of duplicating the elements. Looks very minimal because we all squeeze them into one pattern. And then the vocal ambience, the second part of the drop. Maybe a snare build at the end. This is the drop structure, so altogether it sounds like this. We got the track ready, so now we only need to master it. First we need to scan the frequency balance with a tonal balance plugin. I selected the loudest part of the track. That's the second part of the drop. So we're lacking a little bit around 1.5, and we're having a bit too much high end. So let's fix it with a master EQ. Boost it around 1.5. Small dip at 15 Hz. That's better. Maybe we can open up the high end around 5K instead. Then we need to open up the stereo field just a little bit, around 5%. Sounds good to me. Small imager on it to make a low end mono right here. And measure the RMS. So we're gonna put a sub flipper in front of the imager. This way we can measure the loudness while pushing it. You're aiming for around -6, the white bar. Bit too much. Yeah, let's keep like this. So that's how you make a drum and bass track. I'm really happy how it turned out, so let me know what you think about it as well in the comments. Besides that, if you like the video, drop a like, check out the dust sample pack, and I see y'all in the next videos.
Nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work. She'll talk for the cash, let her body do the work. I be screaming in the studio while I'm sipping on the work. Nowadays I don't even wanna talk. I'd rather stay inside, let my bread do the work. She'll talk for the cash, let her body do the work. I be screaming in the studio while I'm sipping on the work.